Okay, it appears that the SteppIR has a bad connection. This is the VNA connected to it on 10 meters. You can see the dip there, it's okay. Nope, we just lost it. And haven't got it back yet. There it is. Now we got it back. Right now the rotator is facing straight south. Let me rotate it around to the north. Okay, now it started moving. We'll see if this thing settles down anywhere. It's really windy out there today, maybe 15 gusting to 30. Seems to be better as it rotates. Now we're going through just short of east-west. It looks like it's pretty bad again. And now we're coming up to about 320 degrees, headed towards 360, or zero if you will. It's pretty stable right there. I'm just hoping it's a coax and not the motor driver, or the EHU or ECU they call it, that drives the copper beryllium tapes in and out of the tubes. Now we're straight north. It stopped, and it seems a little more stable there, which gives me hope that it's a coax that is intermittent. Yeah, that's much more stable there, isn't it? Let's rotate this thing. I got a lot of reflection in here too. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I can change the angle or something. There, it's off now. No, it's back on again. Meaning it's back on frequency. This is the dip we're looking for on 10 megahertz, 30 meters. I'll rotate this thing to the east now. Okay, it started rotating. And now we're at 10 degrees, 30 degrees, 50 degrees. Looks pretty stable through there. 80 degrees, and we're coming up on 90. Okay, now it's 90 degrees and stop, and it looks pretty stable there. Oops, I just lost it again. Now it's back to working again. Boy, I hope it's a coax connection and not inside the EHU or ECU or wherever the hell that box is that drives the copper beryllium tapes. And it's not inside the shack here because I connected directly to the coax going outside. I've got an extra coax run going up the tower. I can switch to different coax, but I'm thinking if it is the coax, it's either the connection to the first connection this thing makes is to the 80 meter box, and then out of the 80 meter box it goes down and winds through the main unit and then off to the EHU. So I think what I'm going to have to do is drop this thing down and see if I can't duplicate this by removing and replacing coax. You know, there's a loop on the tilt plate, kind of a choke ballon, and then there's all these different connections where it finally makes it into the EHU. So hopefully it's one of those. Man, this is bad news. Bad news if it's an EHU. This thing's only been up for 3 years. Anyway, got some work ahead of us here. Oh, and it does it on all the bands too. It doesn't just, not just this band, it does it on all. So, in fact, let's just drop down to 40, which requires more tape to be run out. We would be in a different spot of the tape, but I assume the brushes that made up to the tape, if they're bad, it's going to make every band bad. Coax would make every band bad. A burnt spot on the tape would only show up on one band. Now we're headed down to 40. In fact, we are at 40. And look, there it was. We had a good connection there for a minute. Right down in this area is where we want it. And we got come on. Come on, VNA, you can do it. Okay, there's our dip on 40 right there. And it's not down as far as it usually is. It's up about 1.8. Normally it goes right down to 7. Let's see if I can put this thing on 40 meters. Yep, it's off there. Now it's back up, off. Yeah, it's wonky. I hope it's the coax. All right, later.